Hey everyone, this is Scott with Greenback Realty. If you're wondering what's happening in the market, stay tuned for a market update. All right, guys, so this is the back end of the MLS. This is the data, the metrics, the fun piece that I absolutely love. And hopefully you guys will find it pretty interesting too. So whenever we look at this, the very first thing we want to start with is sales price. And I want to tell you guys there's two things when you look at data that this really focuses in on. It's the median price and the average price. So what the median price is basically it takes all the listings and gives you a midpoint, and then gives you half the listings above, half the listings below. And that's median. For average, what they do is they take all listings, add them up, and then divide by the number of listings to give you the average. Some people like median points, some people like average points, but I'm going to give you guys both in this video. So the very first thing I want to start out with is average sales price. So from, you can see September to October, we've had a slight jump up, about $5,000 in the median sale price. When we go to the average sales price for the entire MLS, we went from $299 to $305. So not a huge jump there, but $5,000 to $6,000 is pretty good, especially in the wintertime. Then when we go to new listings, you guys can see new listings have really dropped off, but that's to be expected. People put their house on the market in the spring and the summertime, and especially if they have families, they want to get over to their new property before the school season starts the next year. And then typically if your kids are in school, you don't want to make that switch mid-year. So that's why you guys see it's kind of very seasonal right there. We look at homes for sale. You guys can see the number of homes for sale have actually stayed fairly the same. That is new listings plus what's currently sitting out there on the market. So pretty average from the way it's been the past few months. Pending sales have dropped off. Once again, very seasonal. You guys can see we've had in October about 1,679 sales across the MLS. The number of closed sales also, as you see pending sales drop off, you also see closed sales kind of trail that a little bit too. Number of days on market. So when we look at this, there's the median. Average is about 9 days for the median. If you do the average, then it does jump up to 21. And keep in mind, when you get to like really high price points, things over 650, 700, a lot of times those things will sit longer on the market, and that'll drag up the average price point. So a lot of times people use the median price point for that and show 9 days on market. When we look at month supply, I think this is always interesting to see. So this is the amount of supply that's in the market right now. So you guys can see in January, we were down to less than a month worth of supply of housing. Now we're up to about 1.5 months. So keep that in mind. I mean, we are still way down in the number of houses for sale in the Triad. There's also percent of list price. So you guys can see right here. So the median is about 100%. When you look at the average, it's actually below. So we're starting to see what, historically we've been, you see in May, we were at 103% of list price. So people were selling their homes for 103% of what that list price was. But now it is dropping down below list price. And I'm seeing that too in what I'm doing. I'm starting to see seller concessions, home warranties, and things like that pop up. When we look at price per square foot, the average is right around 155 or 157 in October. So $157 per square foot of your home is what we're seeing in the market. Then we have volume. So the volume of homes, so this is total home price added up. So this is, you can see we dropped down to 573 million in the market. This one's also kind of interesting too for you sellers to look at. So this is the number of showings to get your house under contract. And so right now we're averaging right about 9, or sorry, the median's about 9. When we look at the average here, the number of showings across the MLS is right about 12 on average showings to get your house under contract. And then the number of showings per listing is about 6 on the market. So keep in mind, this is an aggregate of all the properties on the Triad MLS, but hopefully it gives you guys a little bit of information on things that you should look at. Is it time to buy? Is it time to sell? And if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you. Thanks.